I bet. Welcome back to the third episode of Toxiris Discovers. We got a lot of new projects to get into. Let's get it. So before this video starts, I already posted on Twitter and on my IG story. Follow me there. Links in the description. That on Friday I didn't drop Toxiris Rates because most of the albums were just good to me. The ones that are the most important to me are going to be reviewed in this video, but it's only two though. And I couldn't drop Toxiris Discovers on Sunday because, well, there was a bit of a construction work going on and I couldn't record all day. So I'm dropping it today on Monday, and yeah, I hope that's alright. I'm trying to keep the uploads up, but just it was kind of hard the recent days. I told you why. And yeah, let's get into it. So we are starting off with an album that probably many of you won't know about. I mean, I only know about Knucks. That's the artist. The album is called NRG 105. I only know about this man overall because of his song Home. And that song was recommended to me on YouTube once, and I absolutely loved it. And it's been on my playlists for like, I don't know, 6 months now. And now I finally decided to listen to the album where that song is from, since the album is only 30 minutes long, only 10 tracks. And well, what can I say about this album? It has a lot of like interludes and sequences of not music, but like only just spoken word or maybe like a radio intro. And I think it's like 4 out of the 10 tracks are just that. So that was kind of, I don't know. I mean, on the first listening experience, it's okay, but I usually do not enjoy that type of shit in an album. It's just not for me personally. Overall, the album has a great vibe though. A couple good features, even if I don't know any of the dudes on there. And yeah, one of my good project. I'd rate it like 6.5, 7 out of 10, something like that. Yeah. Let's get into the next one. Then we get into an album that I listened to on Friday, that dropped on Friday, that was Popular Loner by Metro Mars. Now I know about Metro Mars because he was one of the nominees for the XXL 2021 list. And yeah, I made a couple videos on that, so I had to like explore everyone, and I heard a couple of his songs, mainly his track Nonchalant, which is on this album too. And overall this project is pretty interesting. He has a pretty melodic sound, but doesn't like sound too mainstream. Like it's not like the project you can get from any internet money rapper. It's pretty interesting actually. So I enjoyed it quite a lot. So if you like melodic rap with like maybe a couple of interesting voice inflections, listen to this. Overall, I'd give the album again a 6.5 probably. It's nothing impressive, but it has a couple tracks you might want to add to some playlists, and yeah, that's basically all it's for in my opinion. As the next project, we got Dro Kenji, Fuck Your Feelings. I've been fucking with everything I heard from Dro Kenji recently. I mean, first thing I heard was his Eat Your Heart Out album, and I still think that's his best from the ones I heard. Definitely better than this one, even if this one is still good. Like, it has a lot of songs I added to my playlist, and even if the lyrics, especially on the first song, are kind of weird, comparing it, like a couple of songs just don't fit into the track list overall. Like lyrically, melodically, they all fit well together. They all are pretty much in the same vein melodically. It's just a bit of an emo, sad type shit. I really like it. I'd give the album a 7. I enjoyed it a lot, and yeah, that's just what I think about it. That's just the project from Friday. Popular Loner and Fuck Your Feelings. That's just the ones that I can say the most about, and y'all can see I cannot say a lot for them either. So imagine what I could have said for the projects I didn't mention. Nothing. So then we got Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan. I listened to this album for the first time actually this week because I got it on vinyl. I really like ordering records that are considered classics on vinyl. I listened to them for the first time on vinyl. Again, I posted an IG story for that, so check my IG out, link in the description. I really enjoyed this album. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as a lot of other old school releases I listened to, like the Jay-Z album we had in the last episode, or Infamous by Mobb Deep, which is one of my favorites from that era. But it's overall very solid. I really enjoyed a couple of the members the most. I think my favorites might be Ghostface Killah, Inspector Deck. A Method Man is fire too. But just from this album, those I enjoyed those the most. And it's just hard rapping with lyrics and bars that just get into it, man. I really enjoyed it. I'm just saying, like, I see this album getting a lot of praise, but I feel like there's a couple projects getting less praise, like for example the Infamous, that I enjoy more. That's just me though. Overall, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. So definitely a good project. Cannot say anything bad about it. Let's get into the albums that have been recommended to me. The first one is Bloodshells Revenge by Glock 9. That was recommended by JN Charts. I don't know, man. I don't know, this project sounds like every other Florida project out there. Like, it has a couple like hype type songs, a couple more melodic songs, a couple hype melodic songs, but always with that Florida type sound that I personally enjoy, but not over a 19 song project that's 50 minutes long. That's just too much for me. So I listened to the album and it was not like a bad listen, but after some time it was just draining me. I feel like, I don't know, it's just not for me, I guess. I'd give it like a 4.5, maybe a 5 out of 10 overall, because it's not a bad project. I added a couple tracks to my playlist, but just as a project, I wouldn't want to listen to it again. That's just all I'm saying. Then we got the next recommendation. That's by my homie, Brock FM. He told me to listen to Chance the Rapper Coloring Book. Also, many people are going to ask why I didn't listen to that one. First, the Wu-Tang one and not this one. I don't know. I never got into Chance, really. But this is the first project I heard from him. And I got to say, it surprised me on some ends. The production is, I would say, lush. It's heavy. It's good. It's very good production. And also on most tracks, very good guest vocal performances. Like, there's a lot of, like, the drums sing special. I enjoyed that a lot. Funny enough, I enjoyed the Justin Bieber song a lot. I didn't expect that. And I enjoyed but my favorite track is probably Angels featuring Saba. Very happy to see Saba on such a big project. Yeah. Now, but overall, this album is just, I don't know, it is good, but something is just holding me back from liking it, like, a lot. Like, I would give it a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. So it's good, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like I could like it more. Maybe I just gotta listen to it more. I mean, all these albums are ranked just based on the first listen. I will not forget that. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, it's a good album though. Cannot say anything bad about it. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, let's get into the last album. The last project is the Upper Clapton Dream by Rimzee. And this was recommended by Bopping Crow. He also recommended the Eli Frost project, but I already heard that one, and I feel like that's, I like the singles he dropped before that, but the album itself is pretty boring to me. I don't know. So yeah, the Upper Clapton Dream, Rimzee. I accidentally listened to the second one as first, and I enjoyed that one a lot more than the first one. But the first one is just, that came out in 2012. And to me, that was just very boring. It had a couple tracks that were kind of interesting, but overall, this album just blended together to me and just ran by. Like, I tried to pay attention to it, but it's just, I cannot describe it. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it was me because I was not concentrated enough. To me, it just seemed like this album was not there. Like, it just played, but didn't play at the same. I cannot explain this. Fuck it. But overall, if I listen to the tracks, like what I think about it, it didn't sound bad. I'd give it probably a 5.5 out of 10. Better than the Glock 9 project because it didn't drain me as much. But yeah, overall, pretty project. I don't know. I could enjoy more. But yeah, that's just me though. Thank y'all for recommending. Leave as many recommendations in the comments as you want. Just know I'm only gonna pick one from each user. And thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame, even though I feel the same. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now.